Welcome back. Here's a kit I wore for second to the last game for my Sunday night league. It was the playoffs, but because we only had 4 teams in our division, this was actually a semi-final game. So we were 4th place of the 4 teams, and we were paired up against the first place team. I just felt it was time to take some gear out for a spin that I hadn't done yet. Little variety involved, and we'll get right to talking about it now. These are some really cool new old stock Cooper Reactor 3 customs that were made for Byron Penstock. I believe these would have been made when he was with the Brandon Wheat Kings. Byron played with the Wheat Kings in the 90 season, 92, 93, and 94 seasons. The way the timeline for the reactor set goes, these would have been made either for the 93-4 or the 94-5 season. I'm positive they were never used. I'll throw a photo up over here. The toe laces were still looped and knotted like a factory new set, and there's zero wear on these pads anywhere. The toe bindings, the thigh binding, all the normal places you would see wear have zero wear on them. They are considered the senior model, though these are customs, so that would make them considerably different than the retail model most likely. Felt interior with a nylon upper part on the thigh, Nash in the center of the leg channel for durability, a nice calf and ankle flap, and you have your knee flap as well. And then you also have a bit of a knee cradle inside of here. Even though there's no landing pad, there's no knee stack of any kind. It's just a little flap with some Velcro to help keep it positional on your leg. They do measure out to about 33 inch. They are not marked on them. Down here there's no size where it would normally be for a retail model. And the graphics are just beautiful. I did weigh them. They were heavier than I thought they would be, but I'll put that weight up here when I'm editing this. Now we'll talk gloves. Just recently acquired these, maybe a month and a half ago. These are really cool. Vaughn Legacy. This is a T1950 Trapper and a B2000 blocker. And these are also customs, and these were made for Derek Wilkinson, most likely when he played with the Belleville Bulls. He was there in 92, 93, and 93, 94. And that's about the right era for these gloves. I can't find any photos of him wearing these. They are in pretty darn spectacular condition, so they may have been not used by him for a long period of time. Again, another really cool Vaughn catch glove that I'm starting to really enjoy. This has a Nash palm, and then you've got, the black with the yellow accent logo, and you've got the yellow sport gold in the embroidery. Don't know what to say. I enjoyed it. And this blocker B2000 model, pretty standard. I don't see a whole lot of customization on it, but I'm not super familiar with these either. Does have the Velcro wrist strap, finger protection on the front. Just a good balanced blocker. I didn't notice any difficulties or issues wearing it. Didn't feel uncomfortable. Didn't feel awkward compared to other blockers I've worn. Now, the thing about these gloves, when I got them, the palms did have some really bad stink to them. And the material was super, super rough and hard. No holes in it at all that I can remember. So here's what I did. I ran blazing hot water through the palm, upside down in the sink like this. Let it run for probably about 10 minutes, super hot water. Did the same thing with the catch glove. I opened it all up. There's lots of, opening you can do here to get at it. And then I mixed pretty heavy concentrate of isopropyl alcohol and hot water and used a measuring cup to pour that in with a spout so that it could sit in and slowly soak through the glove. I cycled probably 2 or 3 times of just the hot water and 2 or 3 times of the alcohol and water mix. They dried out nice and they're much better. The palm of the blocker is still a little rough inside, but it's not bad. I may run it one more time of a cycle like that to help soften it up and clean it. But it also got rid of all the smell involved in these. First week we were able to play without wearing any kind of a COVID mask. I'm finally able to start rotating through other varieties of head protection, and for this week I went with a Badger Elite. Now this is a composite plastic material mask, and I do have the cat eye cage on there. You've seen me wear this in other videos. I believe that was like the Yvonne Lendl John Brown kit, where I had put a bunch of green graphics with vinyl on it. And then the next time I wore it, which was this winter, I had peeled all that off and realized that some areas the black paint had come off and I needed to cover that. So I'd put big white like shapes on the sides. So for this week, I added some Sport Gold Yellow insert color in those white areas just to kind of make it match with the kit a little better, and I thought it did a pretty darn good job. Really, really lightweight mask, and I did completely re-foam this one myself. I like wearing these masks, especially when I'm not facing heavy slap shots. So the stick this week is a Cooper Super Pro Light natural wood with fiberglass lines on it, and this is a Custom Pro Tom Draper stick. And there's the serial numbering. Who knows what team he was with when this stick was produced for him. It does have a black and yellow label on it down here on the paddle. But Drapes was really, really committed to this style of stick for a considerable period in his career. So I don't know, could have been a Buffalo stick. We're not really sure. So like I said, this is the first playoff game of this season, and it is the single elimination semifinal game. We actually had a relatively decent record against the first place team. In fact, I think most of our games were ties. Low scoring, like 1-1, 2-2 ties. You can go back through the catalog of videos and double check that for me if you want to. So the game video is coming up. It's, in my opinion, like the most exciting, amazing game that I've been involved in so far in league hockey play. I couldn't believe how this game came down to the wire and then some. Hopefully you enjoy the video coming up here. If you do, hit that thumbs up. And as always, please hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon. That would mean a lot to me. You'll get notices when I post new videos. If you like the gear, have anything to say, please feel free to leave comments, share the video with anybody you think might enjoy it. And yeah, thanks.
Zero after one. Nice save out there. Thanks, buddy. Good job. 0-0 after 2 periods. This is a playoff game. Now we go to a shootout. back next week. No changing. No changing. Fucking shootout win. That was fucking amazing. I was so nervous the whole time because I suck at shootout. Oh, that was great. The kind of power pulse that made me feel good. I got that. Yeah. You're awesome, dude. You too, bud. Good job, man. What a fun fucking game. I've had some shitty games. Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah. Oh, that was fucking really good. Awesome. Good job, bud. You too. We'll see you later. All right. Oh my God, did that feel good.